Okay, boys and girls, so today we're going to start our warm-up with our Subotising cards. I use dot cards in my classroom. Sometimes I use a video, but today I just have them handy in my hand for us to just kind of use them. I remember when you Subotize, just kind of say what you know. You just know it. Your brain just tells you. You don't have to count the dots. Just like we're asking you to practice your addition facts for fluency within 5. Well, this is fluency. I'm going to hold them up and you're going to tell me what you know. Tell me what you see. How many dots do you see? You want to tell me the total dots that you see without having to count them. You ready? 2, 1, 6, 3, 5, 2, 4. Okay, good job, boys and girls. Okay, so now we're going to move on and we're going to work with some number bonds and addition equations within 5 to help us with our fluency. Okay, so if you want to grab a piece of paper, you're going to pause this and you want to grab a piece of paper and a pencil, or if you have a dry erase board and a marker, go grab that. I'll give you a second to go grab that. Okay, so let's start exploring some addition. So luckily I'm sitting at my kitchen table and have some fruit here. So let's see. I have 2 bananas in this hand. I have 3 oranges in this hand. I'm going to put them together. How many pieces of fruit do I have all together? 2 plus that magic word, plus means put them together, plus 3 equals how many all together? I have 5 pieces of fruit all together. Let me put these down for a second. Let's use those numbers in a number bond. We said I had, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my circle for my whole part. My 2 circles at the bottom for my 2 parts. Now I have part, whole. And I said I had 2 bananas and I had 3 oranges. And how many did I have all together? I had 5 all together. My marker just went flying. I had 5 all together. Now if I want to write that equation, I need to take my 2 parts and put it together. Take my 2 plus my 3 equals my whole part. 2 plus 3 equals 5. And that is one of the fluency facts that you'll have to know for first grade. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Okay, so now let me tell you a story for another fluency fact. Okay? Addison went and got 2 glasses of blue juice. And JJ went and got 2 glasses of red juice. How many glasses of juice did they get all together? Okay, well, let's put it in a number bond, and then we can write an equation. So let me draw my number bond. Whole part, whole. I have 2 blue and 2 red, and all together that equals 4. And then I want to put it into my equation. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. And that's one of your facts for fluency. Okay, so here's another story for you. I went out to my garden and I picked 4 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, we're going to say that there are 4 blue flowers. And then I had Miss Lewis come over, and Miss Lewis went over to my garden, and Miss Lewis picked 1 red flower. So 4 blue and 1 red, part, and I need to figure out my whole. Again, draw my number bond. Take a minute and go ahead and draw your number bond. Draw your flowers if you need to. Remember, you don't have to get too detailed. Remember, like I always said, I'm not an artist, So I'm just going to stick with my circles and my shapes, and that's easy for me to draw. So I just have a picture that I can look at. So I'm going to put my 4 blue, my bottom, and 1 red at the bottom, part, and my whole. How many all together? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 and 1 equals 5. I'm going to put that in an equation, see if you can do the equation. My first number is going to be 4. What comes next? My addition sign. Then I need my other part. What comes next? Equals 5. My whole. 4 plus 1 equals 5. 4 and 1 equals 5. And there's another addition fact that you need to know for fluency. Okay, here's another one. So I went to my fridge and I got 3 glasses of blue juice. Now I can draw, this time I'm gonna draw squares. Maybe they look a little bit more like a cup. Okay, then Miss Fuller came over and she went to my fridge. She got 1 cup of red juice. Okay, so I have my 2 parts. My 1 part is blue and 1 part is red. 3 and 1. Again, my number bond, my part, my whole, and my part, whole. So I'm going to take my first part, which is 3, my second part, which is 1. Altogether, I have 4. Good job. Now let's write the equation. I'm going to start with 3. Then I need that important symbol that means to add them together, which is plus. 1 equals, how many all together? 4. 3 plus 1 equals 4. 3 and 1 equals 4. Okay, again, another fact to practice this week. Okay, all right, we're going to move on and start working with, this is just, remember, your fluency is only within 5, but we're going to move on and look at some 10 frames. Okay, boys and girls, so today we're going to be working with 10 frames and number bonds and writing addition equations. I know this should all look familiar to you. Remember, this is a 10 frame. We know that rectangle holds 10, it has 10 dots in it. And then down here we have our number bond. We have our circle for our whole part, and then we have our circle for our 2 parts, the 2 numbers that make up the whole number. Okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to work with this 10 frame here. Okay, so one. Let me see if I have, let's color some in here. If I have 4 blue circles and 6 red circles, what do I have? So I have 4 blue circles and 6 red circles. So let's fill out the number bond. Okay, so we know we have 2 parts. The first part is my blue circles, which is a 4. So I'm going to put my 4 in the bottom because it's 1 part. And over here we have our 6 red dots. So that's the second part. Then together they make how many? Right, they make 10. So 4 and 6 make 10. Now, if I wanted to write that as an equation, I would take my 2 parts, my 4, and I need an important symbol, which is my addition symbol, to show that we're adding them together. My other part was my 6, so let me put my 6 in here. My equal sign is telling me that they want to know how many altogether, and it filled up my 10 frame, so I know that it's 10. So 4 plus 6 equals 10. 4 and 6 equals 10. Okay? Good job. Okay, let's take a look at this one. So it's already filled, I filled it in already. Let's take a look at this one. And we have, let's see, how many blue parts do we have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7. So where is the 7 going to go? Right, the 7's going to go in the bottom because it's one part of the 10 frame. Let's take a look at our red dots. How many red dots do you see? 1, 2, 3. Great, we have 3. And where's the 3 going to go? The 3 is going to go on the bottom. Correct, because it is the second part. Now, what's the whole part? The whole part is the entire thing. It is the 10 frame. So we know it is 10. 7 and 3 is 10. Now, if I wanted to write this equation, I would have to take my two parts that make 10. So my first part would be 7. And then after that, I need my addition sign. And then I need to take my second part is 3. I need my equal sign to show how many. 7 and 3 equals 10. My two parts, and here's my whole part. 7 and 3 is 10. Okay, let's take a look at this one now. Again, my 10 frame is filled up, so I know it's going to be 10. But let's break it down into the two parts. Let's take a look at it. So we have our blue up top. How many blue dots do you see, or counters do you see? Right, 5. Where is the 5 going to go? 5 is just one part. So we're going to put it at the bottom so it's just one part. Let's take a look at our red dots now. How many red dots do you see? Right, 5. 5 is again another part. Now how many do we have all together? 5 and 5 is, right, 10. 10 is our whole part. Now, again, if I want to make my equation, I need to write it down using my addition symbols and my equal sign. So I know that my one part was 5. My second part, well, I have to write my addition sign. My second part was also a 5. Then my whole part was 10. 5 and 5 equals 10. Good job. Okay, to finish up this week's lesson, we were just going to look at your addition facts for fluency. The flashcards that I have pictures underneath, so if you want to count the pictures to help you out, you can, not a problem. As we move on, the pictures will slowly disappear off the flashcards. So again, so they are fluent, so you know them off the top of your head. Okay, so I'm going to say the equation. I'll wait a second, wait for you to answer, then I will give the answer. Okay, 2 plus 1 equals 3. 4 plus 1 equals 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 3 plus 1 equals 4. Good job. Now for your assignment this week, I want you to practice those addition facts that we just went over, just those last ones that we just did together. And then in addition to that, I want you to come up with a number story and tell it to someone in your house that you're with, and then put it in a number bond and send it to your teacher. Number bond and write the equation underneath and send it to your teacher, okay? Guys, have a great week. Remember, we will see you live on Wednesday reviewing everything. Your teacher should be sending you a message with the time that will be on Zoom. Okay, remember, you're signing up with your teacher. Okay, so Miss Ruta's friends, I will see you on Wednesday.